Okay, a little note on equipment here. If you hit optimize, it will not always give you the best gear because there are trade-offs on the gear in this game. So I just beat the garden hoe. Ha 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 ha. And one of her possible drops is the studded leather vest, which I got. Now you see over here, it lowers your maximum MP, but increases defense by 5. Jack doesn't really use MP for much of anything. You know, he doesn't need a lot of it, so losing 5 MP for a boost of 5 defense is a good trade-off for him. So we want to equip that. And I've already dashed ahead and got the Bollocks Dagger that you can get from Beelzebub. You talk to Beelzebub, you don't have to fight all the enemies, okay? Rule of thumb, you want 4 to 5 levels before you face the boss of each area, okay? I'm already up to level 3. You don't have to kill everybody. Now, in the first area, you do have to kill 2 enemies before you can fight the boss, okay? And you'll have to figure out which enemies you need to fight and kill. So, I'm kind of pushing you to level up a little bit, possibly over-level a little bit early on, so you don't get blindsided by the difficulty boost in the second area. There is a reason. There is pretty much always a reason for why I do things. Okay. So I just wanted to make a note of that. With the equipment, again, accessories, tokens, artifacts, body, head, all of these things. Optimize will not always give you the actual best item. Sometimes you need to go through and see what you want to do, what you want to equip by looking at your stats over here, because especially the armors, there are trade-offs. Some of them decrease your speed, but give you a really big boost on defense. Jack Hoth, being an assassin, uses his agility, his speed a lot, so you don't want to reduce that. Pardon me. So, different kinds of equipment trade-offs. You have to actually go into the equip menu and see what is best for each character. Okay, and I guess while I'm on that, status. Okay. You can look at his general stats here, parameters, see what his abilities are in a nice, neat little graph. See his elemental things, which is he takes a lot more damage from fire damage, but he takes half damage from water element. So you can see there are different elements, and everybody has their own element that they are good with, that they also deal. He deals water damage, water element damage, and he takes higher damage from fire because he's a water element individual. That's his spiritual energy, is water. I don't know why, that's just what I decided for him. Okay, so that's the elements and stuff. Oh, also, status, go into attributes. States, he has no resistances to any of the different states, and his different attributes. He has straight experience rate, his hit rate is at 95%. He has a pretty good evasion rate at 12%. Here, critical hit rate's 4%, not really high, but not too bad for starting, off. 10% counter attack rate, which is one of his specialties. And everything else is just at base numbers right now. Okay, so that's the status menu. And when you get new characters, you can look and see what their element is, what they take more damage from, what they take less damage from, and, whatever their abilities might be. For example, well, I'll show you when we get the next 2 characters. Okay, see you at the boss battle.